Hey YouTube, I'm back again with DTB, Defining the Truth Biblically. So, how are you guys liking the consistency? Is it consistent enough? What about my videos? But even though I must point out that this is just the beginning, so I'm asking that you bear with me with the video quality, the editing or the audio. Sometimes things may be in the background or what's not, but this is just the beginning and things will get better. However, I am seeing the genuine support. I've only started this channel last month, the 19th of September, and from the 19th to today presently, it's only been a month and some days. And I have 139 subscribers as I'm making this video. So I must say thank you all. If you are now stopping by and you would want to see more of my videos, be sure to subscribe, turn your notification bells on so you wouldn't miss another post. Give this post a like, share, and leave your comments. I would have seen persons sending me different messages and I would give various responses. You can also leave your comments. Don't be afraid to leave your comments. There is no God. Persons to this day believe that there is no God. Now, to find out the details that I will be giving in this video, be sure to watch this video to the end. The fact remains that even though some of us might say we don't believe there is a God, or my God is different from your God, I'm not serving the God that you serve. The fact remains that we all believe in something, right? I believe in the one and true living God for sure, the one that came and he died on the cross for our sins and he is not still dead. He has risen. That's the God that I believe in, the God Jesus. So we're trying to find out if there is a God, because some persons like atheists don't believe there is a God. And then some people want to know which one is the true and living God. This is something that I would analyze using wisdom without even actually reaching out to the scriptures yet. This is something that I will say to persons if they come to me with such questions. I would ask, does this God that you believe in, the book accompanied with this God, the religious book in other words, just like how us Christians have the Bible, we believe in Jesus. The God that you serve, the book that you read and study, has this book proven to be realistic to you? Does that book prove that when it states this or that will happen as it happened? Has this book proven to be real in your life? Because if the Bible stated that such and such will take place in our world, and right before our eyes, we can see many things are happening in the world, just as stated in the Bible. So, my first question would be, does this book prove those things to you? And next thing that I will analyze and say, what is the meaning of the word God? Right? What is the meaning of the word God? Define who is God. God is a supreme being. He is the creator of everything, the creator of everything. So why then, if I'm trying to discover, or if I'm in a religion that praises or worships something that I made from my own hands, is that really my God? Because remember, we're saying that God is the creator of everything. So how then would I make something out of brick, I don't know, maybe clay, cement? How can I say that this is my God? I'm going to put four hands and you can't even use one of the hands. I'm going to put a long elephant nose, half human, half animal, and that God cannot even move. That God can't move a muscle until you move him. If the rain comes down and you got on the veranda, you gotta move the God and put him inside. You getting at me? Which God is true? If I have to make my God, then that is not really fulfilling of the term God. God created us. So we can never create something and say that that is our God. I am serving a God that I have experienced, and we have known that he is risen, right? So back to there is no God. Going to a popular Bible verse, Genesis 1:1 says, in the beginning, God created what? The heavens and the earth. It goes on to say, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. So then, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, everything that is above in the heavens, everything that is on our earth. Think about it. God created it. So if then some of us will say that there is no God, show me the scientist or the science man or the great inventor that has been able to burst through the upper heavens, go beyond the upper heavens. I mean, we have our astronauts and whatever that goes above, but has anybody been able to bust through that sky that we want to know that is up there? Has any one of those scientists created? Look at nature itself. Has any science man created our oceans or any of those things? But some people today believe that there is no God. If you're gonna come against me, show me a science man that has done those things. Some people believe in things like Mother Nature. Mother Nature? Some people believe in praising the moon, the stars, these new age spiritualists. Why then, where has man even evolved to come up with something as Mother Nature? What is Mother Nature? Who is Mother Nature? Man has gotten so warped in their minds to come up with these things. The devil has blinded the minds of man to come up with these things to put our faith in, when we can actually put our faith in the God that made these things. Man has not been able to create these things that we see on earth. I mean, God has blessed man with talents, but man has not been able to go above the upper heavens. We're analyzing this thing with common sense here, right? Man doesn't even have the ability to create life, or even worse yet, stop death. So how can we then say that there is no God when the science man, didn't create the trees, they didn't create the oceans, they didn't create those things in the skies and whatever? So then we must analyze there that there is a being somewhere that we owe our life to, that we are supposed to be in awe of. In Jeremiah 21:8 it says, thus says the Lord, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. It is therefore God who holds the power of life and death in his hand. I mean, here comes suicide, the big man where people take their own life, which we are not supposed to. But God is the one that creates a life. There is no science man that can actually create a human being. If they try to, trust me, you know what is the result? Wires, robots. There is no way that they can create this skin to actually call themselves God. There is no way that those science man actually created the ocean. Nature itself speaks that there is a God that we are supposed to be serving. God created us. Genesis 2:7 says, God formed man from the dust of the ground. Not scientists. And he breathed life into us. So that tells us something there. And the way science is today, they're actually trying to do everything. They're trying to do everything. So with the atheist or some persons that don't believe in a God, isn't this enough to prove to you that there is a God somewhere? You gotta find out who is the real God, where is this God, who made all of these things. I mean, for the main fact, man cannot stop death that is hurting our nation. We all have loved ones that have died. Nobody can stop death, and if they could have, trust me, many of our celebrities would be living today. Many celebs have died. Money would have been able to save, but you know what? There is no way science can actually stop death. Science has been so updated that scientists are trying to do everything. I mean, God has blessed man with knowledge. He has blessed us with wisdom. But science does not didn't create all of these things that we see in nature. There's a song that I really like, So Will I. I'm gonna insert the name of the person on the screen or even try to play the song in the background. There's a song that says, God of creation, there at the start before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of life. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planets form. That song is so soothing. It's saying that who created the galaxies, not scientists, not no great inventor. Nehemiah 9:6 says, you are Lord of the heavens. You made the heaven of the heavens with all that, the seas and all that is in them. You give life to all of them. So how come to this day people are still saying that there is no God? On social media, we can blatantly see that there are all types of people in our world believing that there is no God to this day. If I must point out, God has blessed us with knowledge, whereas by science has, yes, evolved or created animals, crossbred different animals, and we have new species, but we're looking at the beginning things. Who created the beginning? And I keep reinforcing our oceans. Look at the depth of our oceans. What is below our oceans? What is inside? Who created those things if there is no God and if man has not proven to create those things? Who created them? In Proverbs 2:6 it says, God gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. There is no doubt that God has blessed us with this to create and do things. But we must remember that he created everything. Genesis 1:26 says, God said, let us make man in our own image and likeness, and we must take dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the skies, and we must take dominion over every creeping thing. It doesn't matter what comes against us on earth. If there's a plague, we have man where we come up with ideas and thoughts to conquer such things. But even though we hold or possess such wisdom, there is a God that is bigger than our wisdom. Even though he has blessed us with such, and today science is thinking that they are God themselves. There is a God above. There is. And the funny thing is, some of us doubt the existence of God so much till the name or the word God comes out of our mouth. Everything we do, oh God, help me. Oh God, I stump my toe. Oh God, come true for me. Some of the same person that use those words are the ones that don't believe in God. We doubt the existence of God so much that we actually call his name because we know deep down inside that there is a God. But man want to have their own way. They want to do all kinds of things on the earth. I don't know why. Man want to do so many things on the earth, create many stuff, come up with all sorts of things to lead people astray. Like, let me give an example. During the beginning of COVID-19, the pandemic, right? There is someone that doesn't believe in my God. He believes in a next God. I won't say the person's name or the God he believes in. But you know what? What he said? He said, where is the God that you serve? Where is the God that all these pastors preach about? Why they made all of these people die? How come they couldn't heal anybody from corona? You see, that person was in another religion. They didn't believe in our God. But at a time like this, they know that their God wasn't capable of doing anything. Here, that person now is coming against in opposition to our Christian brothers and sisters, to our pastors. Why? Why didn't you say, why couldn't Allah, Selassie, Buddha, I don't know, the other names of the God, why didn't you say, why couldn't they help us? They turn and they say, why couldn't the Christian pastors do something about it? People doubt the existence of the one true living God above, but still deep down inside they know that God is real. Why? Maybe because they don't want to surrender their all. So if we don't believe that there is a God, who then has come up with the term good? How then do we here believe in justice after somebody would have committed a crime? Why do we believe in justice? Why do we believe in good morals? It is our God that sets before us good morals and justice, but the devil comes in with the bad side of setting before us a path of evil. Isaiah 1:17 says, "O man, what is thou good? What does the Lord require of you but to do justice and love and kindness?" In the Bible, it states that we are to have justice, right? How did those things come about? Our God talks about the path of good and the path of evil. Proverbs 21:15, when justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous and terror to the evildoers. We basically believe in justice needs to be rendered. If somebody robs a bank, if somebody walks into your home and robs you, our God is the person, or our God is that being who sets before us the path of good. So if you have watched to the end, there is a God. Scratch that thumbnail title, scratch the title. There is a God. And I pray that persons will believe in such. There are persons in our world today, if you've never seen such, there are persons that believe there is no God. So, Father, I pray that this will touch the hearts of many persons will believe in your name. This has brought me to the end of what I would have prepared for you. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, give this post a like. What did you think about today's discussion? And share. I must remind you that I have a lot more coming for you, especially my spoken word pieces, my poetry pieces. I have more of those coming for you. I'm working on something right now that I've written lately, and I'm planning big for this one. So support me as I support you, as we help each other. Bye until next time.